As the story of humanity unfolds across the stars, each action they take shapes not just their destiny but also the lives of countless alien civilizations. For centuries, humanity was known as the young species newly arrived on the cosmic stage yet driven by an unyielding will to explore, learn, and survive. But that survival came at a cost. While the Interstellar Human Confederacy, IHC, sought to maintain order and diplomacy, factions within humanity often acted independently, driven by private interests or rivalries that were impossible to control across such vast distances. The IHC was frequently left scrambling to repair relations with alien species that had been wronged by corporations, rogue military forces, or even zealots who believed humanity's expansion was divinely sanctioned. Humanity's presence in the stars began with the Great Diaspora, a migration of pioneers and explorers sent from Earth on generation ships, each group representing a unique piece of humanity's cultural tapestry. These early colonizers were hardened by the challenges of interstellar travel, forging a collective identity that valued both individualism and unity. As humanity grew more technologically advanced, the generation ships became city-sized vessels outfitted with military defenses, diplomatic chambers, and laboratories. What began as a singular quest to survive among the stars evolved into a race for power and influence as the IHC sought to establish humanity as a major player in the galactic community. Despite their best efforts, humanity's reputation was marred by a series of conflicts that came to be known as the Era of Expansion. The Rift War with the Valdrith, a conflict that lasted almost 50 years, left lasting scars on both sides. The Valdrith, who saw themselves as guardians of the Charyan Nebula, considered humanity's approach a direct threat to their ancestral lands. To the Valdrith, the Charyan Nebula was a sacred place, where their ancestors were believed to have transcended physical form and merged with the cosmic dust. Humanity, seeing an opportunity to mine the nebula's rich resources, sent in fleets to stake a claim. The resulting battles ended in the catastrophic destabilization of the nebula, creating the infamous space-time rift that still lingers, distorting reality for anyone who dares to approach. Then there was the tragedy of New York Krell, a planet rich in flora that possessed cognitive capabilities, an entire ecosystem of sentient plants capable of sharing memories and collective knowledge across vast distances. The New York Krellians lived in a complex symbiosis with their environment, communicating through spores that spread their consciousness throughout the planet. When a human mining company attempted to extract rare minerals beneath New York Krell's surface, they unwittingly severed these ancient networks. The New York Krellian flora began to wither, cut off from their knowledge and life sources, and the planet itself underwent a catastrophic ecological collapse. Though the IHC intervened too late to prevent the destruction, it enacted the New York Krell Accord, a treaty declaring certain worlds as off-limits for exploitation. This treaty is still upheld as a symbol of humanity's growing commitment to understanding and respect. These mistakes created a tapestry of tension and suspicion, and the rumors of humanity's deeds spread faster than the IHC could mend relations. Other civilizations began to refer to humanity as the species of sin, a name both feared and despised by some. Yet, not every species shared this view. The Andar, a species of luminescent, sentient fungi with vast knowledge of genetics and regenerative medicine, were one of the few who saw humanity's potential for growth. Their leaders, known as the Enlightened Spore, welcomed the first human ambassadors with cautious optimism, offering a place for humanity among the galactic councils. To the Andar, humanity was a paradox, a species with great potential but also a reckless disregard for the consequences of its actions. This ambivalence grew into a fragile alliance, one that would shape the interstellar policies of both species in the years to come. At the same time, humanity faced challenges within its own ranks. Splinter factions, such as the Ascendants, a radical group of techno-zealots, believed that humanity's destiny was to surpass all other species, wielding technology to become god-like beings. These Ascendants conducted unsanctioned experiments on alien technology, often to disastrous effect, and operated under the belief that their actions were justified by a cosmic mandate to dominate. Their influence spread through fringe worlds, causing tension and conflict with the IHC. In one incident, an ascendant fleet encountered a peaceful, non-corporeal species known as the Zephyrin, beings of pure energy that drifted between dimensions. The ascendants attempted to harness the Zephyrin as a power source, resulting in the collapse of a star system. This tragedy only deepened humanity's reputation as a species too eager to wield power without understanding its consequences. Against this backdrop of ambition, conflict, and redemption, the mission to the Veiled Spheres takes on a new gravity. The Veiled Spheres are shrouded in mystery, their dense atmosphere and strange energy signatures baffling the most advanced probes sent by the IHC. The spheres are rumored to house remnants of the precursors, a race spoken of in whispers across the galaxy, a race that, according to legend, reached the pinnacle of existence and vanished without a trace. The few artifacts attributed to the precursors are unmatched in sophistication, rumored to contain the power to manipulate reality or even life itself. The IHC believes that securing these artifacts could finally cement humanity's place as a force for good, enabling them to undo some of the damage they have caused or, at the very least, to prevent further harm. Yet within the IHC's ranks, opinions diverge. Some view the mission as a redemptive opportunity to demonstrate humanity's growth, while others see it as a chance to consolidate power and influence. In secret, the mission is equipped not only with exploration tools but also with an arsenal of weaponry just in case they encounter hostile forces or if the artifacts themselves prove dangerous. Commander Eric Voss is chosen to lead the mission, not only for his strategic brilliance but for his reputation as a man haunted by the galaxy's judgment. Voss was once a key figure in the Rift War, the battle that tore open the Charyan Nebula, and he carries the weight of that event every day. Known as a hardened veteran who has faced some of the galaxy's darkest horrors, Voss now seeks something he cannot define: a sense of peace, perhaps, or a redemption he cannot yet earn. Haunted by the specters of those lost, he is both a symbol of humanity's resilience and a reminder of its darker deeds. The team assembled for the mission includes a diverse mix of humanity's best and brightest, each carrying their own burdens. Liera Hesh, the psychic empath, has made it her life's mission to understand alien minds, seeking to bridge the chasm of misunderstanding that has cost so many lives. She holds memories of the Sealath displacement close to her heart, working tirelessly to prevent another tragedy of its kind. Dr. Tobias Kai, a biotechnologist driven by an unquenchable thirst for knowledge, harbors an obsession with the precursors, convinced that they hold the answers to both humanity's sins and its salvation. Rounding out the crew is Major Ivan Terev, a combat specialist whose loyalty to humanity often puts him at odds with the more idealistic members of the team. For Terev, the mission is simple: survive, secure the artifacts, and prove that humanity's strength is its willingness to do what others cannot. The journey to the Veiled Spheres is perilous. Navigating spatial anomalies and treacherous energy fields, the crew endures weeks of psychological strain as they grow increasingly aware of the ancient power they are approaching. Their minds begin to unravel, haunted by visions of humanity's sins, both personal and collective. Voss is plagued by memories of the Rift War, his dreams filled with the anguished cries of the Valdrith who perished. Liera experiences the lives of those affected by the Sealath displacement as if she herself were among them, feeling the sorrow of losing a home that could never be replaced. When they finally reach the Veiled Spheres, the team discovers remnants of technology far beyond their comprehension. These artifacts resonate with energy signatures that suggest they may contain the consciousness of the precursors, or perhaps remnants of their essence. The crew realizes they are not merely explorers, they are interlopers trespassing on sacred ground. As they delve deeper into the heart of the spheres, they encounter holographic projections and echoing whispers that hint at trials yet to come. Each trial mirrors the sins of humanity, forcing the crew to confront their own motivations and to question if their species is worthy of the precursor's knowledge. At a climactic moment, the crew encounters a projection of the precursors, beings of light and shadow who speak not in words but in thoughts, emotions, and fragments of memory. The precursors reveal that the Veiled Spheres are not simply a repository of power but a proving ground, a test of character designed to evaluate the worth of those who seek to wield it. Humanity is judged not only on its technological prowess but on its ability to empathize, to evolve, and to transcend its primal instincts. In the final test, each member of the crew faces an apparition of a life they failed to protect, a life shattered by humanity's past actions. For Voss, it is a Valdrith child lost in the Rift War, who asks him why humanity thought its right to expand outweighed their right to exist. For Liera, it is a Sealath elder who reminds her of humanity's broken promises. Each encounter forces the crew to confront their deepest fears, regrets, and doubts, bringing them to the brink of surrender. In this crucible, the team faces one final choice: to use the artifacts for power or to leave the veiled spheres in peace, vowing to respect the wisdom of the precursors. They stand on the precipice of humanity's future, knowing that their choice could either redeem humanity or doom it to repeat the sins of the past, forever marked as the species of sin in the eyes of the galaxy. Thus, Sins of an Interstellar Species weaves a tapestry of cosmic consequence, moral reckoning, and the quest for redemption, exploring whether humanity, in all its complexity, can transcend its past and create a legacy worthy of the stars.